Hey, what's happening, man? Welcome back to No Jumper News. It's your host, AD. I got my guy, Poetik Flakko, with me. Let's get into these stories. First story. This week, Akademiks found himself at the heart of a scandal after old audio resurfaced online. The video recorded nearly a decade ago shows AK making controversial remarks regarding underage girls.
Well, if you think about it in the bigger scheme of things, there's not much difference between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17. Just kind of mean one's a minor and one's not a minor. But I will say, listen, I adopted this rule, which I think it was fine. I said, listen, man, as long as a chick got a college ID, she's getting f***ed. I don't care if she's 17. I don't care if she's 17 and a half. I don't care if she just turned 17. She's going to get this dick.
AK responded to the backlash by tweeting, "Don't believe the BS," and shared a link to the video clip from his stream. AK insisted he wasn't promoting sex with young girls, despite admitting what he said sounds wild, and protested the audio had been taken out of context.
I was doing a topic that says Tyga denies being in a relationship with Kylie Jenner. Now, this was when everyone knew Kylie and Tyga were fucking around. Tyga was 24, Kylie was 17. Okay? So this is the context. And this is what's important. At no point did I ever say that I fucked somebody under 17 or under 18. I was given an example of how, and I want to give y'all this example before I play this whole clip. I'm gonna play the full clip. I said in college, I said 17 becomes a gray area because people don't ask for IDs. There's some smart, or sometimes people start kindergarten early and they'll get to college when they're about to turn 18, but they'll turn 18 in January and they get there in September. When somebody's in college, and just like I say with high school, when somebody's in high school, if a nigga was in high school, I know somebody, and maybe I shouldn't say that, but I'm just gonna be real. I know somebody who he had just turned 18 and he was dating like someone in a lesser class. This is high school. There's people who end up being 18 in high school. I was talking about being in an institution, so college or high school, where the ages are a little bit out of what is actually acceptable, right? And this is what I have to tell y'all, right? Somebody just said 4 months of the college year, some people are 17. It depends on when you're born. You know, that's all I was saying. When people go to college, and you'll hear in my full clip, people do not check IDs. No one in college, and if y'all ever been to college, no one says, "Hey, how old are you?"
He also discusses a dispute with College Kid, claiming that it all stems from jealousy because he has achieved success in the hip-hop entertainment sector while College Kid is still struggling. All right, Flakko, I know Akademiks is your Lord and Savior. You know what I'm saying? You done had a week with bro. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let you take lead on this one right now. How do you feel about the situation? Do you feel that what he said is okay? Do you understand the context? Let me know how you feel.
First, okay, so his first statement of Lord and Savior.
That is your Lord and Savior, Flakko.
Now, I do want to give Diamonds Live some credit too, right? Because Diamonds Live and Akademiks did lead the forefront for a lot of us. So, like when we bring up Akademiks, we really bring up Diamonds Live. So shout out to Diamonds Live, man.
Now, you're not gonna shout out Akademiks?
Shout out to Akademiks too.
I feel like you in competition now.
Nah,
no, in a good way though.
Nah, man, nah, bro.
Come on, bro. He put your name in the headlines this week. That's a W for Flakko, in my opinion.
Yeah, listen, bro. Ak is again, he's the GOAT, right? But I just believe.
Are you trying to get to the point to where you want to compete? It's a good thing to do, though.
Yeah, of course, definitely, right? But like, back to the story, right? Now we already heard like the context of bro, like. Ak was 20 years old at the time, in college, a sophomore in college, by the way. So girls who were 17 in college were sophomores when Ak was a senior in high school. So obviously the dude wasn't a pedophile at that time, right? But it speaks to a larger issue. You see, man, like jealousy and envy, that's just a normal human emotion. It's normal. But hating is a disease, is a mental illness. A lifelong hater.
I agree, a lifelong hater.
A lifelong hater is just inhumane, right? So that goes to College Kid. You see, the College Kid, and I'm getting off and on a tangent, but I will circle back around, right? You see, what College Kid did yesterday, it wasn't just a hater. And it was very dangerous, not just to Akademiks, but to everybody. You see, Akademiks did not get exposed yesterday. A lot of other people got exposed, and here's how. You see, College Kid and Akademiks both started off around the same time. What College Kid did was they made a hot bar, a hot verse, and Ak made a hot song, meaning the Chicago wave, meaning like covering Chicago, right? Chirac, before Chirac, was College Kid covering the whole Chicago scene. And once Akademiks started covering it, he had more charisma.
He put a voice to it.
Right? More charisma, more everything. He was just better at covering it, and College Kid got pushed to the sidelines. Now, from very early on in 2012, after Ak rose to the scene and College Kid seen, yo, he's taking our lane, they started hating since 2012, 10 years now. Bro, in 2012, College Kid bought out Akademiks' domain and still haven't given it up. That's hating, right? So now College Kid, over a decade has been hating on Akademiks. Now even their like one half of College Kid just passed away, and
I just seen that.
Right?
What is his last tweet? Fuck Akademiks?
Yeah, right?
That's fucking crazy.
And, bro, he went to the grave hating on Ak, and even after now, his brother isn't even like grieving. Is now he's still trying to fuck with Akademiks.
But you have to think though, if your brother last tweet was fuck somebody,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, I seen what Akademiks said after his brother died.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was saying he died from Hater 19 and he did all that. That man, it seems like he's on a warpath now for Akademiks no matter what.
Yeah.
At this point now, the gloves, it already was off.
Of course.
But it's really off now. It does not surprise me that this man will try to dig up anything to try to make Akademiks look bad in any context.
Yes, right. And like that's expected right now. And here's where things come to like a boil, right? So College Kid been trying to put the pedophile allegations on Ak for years. It started off with them like screen recording like Akademiks and interviewing Bad Baby and asking her, yo, did a Trippie Redd fuck, right? They took that clip and said, yo, he's sexualizing her, he's a pedophile. Now, this clip, right, of Akademiks, they've been rotating it now for a while now. Nobody picked it up. So it's no coincidence. Again, it's no fucking coincidence that the day that Akademiks came on his Twitch live stream and said, yo, I got some information dropping on Meg Thee Stallion.
Ooh.
I got some groundbreaking information.
So you think this is what it is?
Right? Of course. I got some groundbreaking information dropping on Meg the fucking Stallion.
Flakko. Doom, 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 doom.
Akademiks said, yo, this evidence is some shit that ain't never dropped before. It's gonna change the narrative. And guess what? The same audio that College Kid been rotating now for a year, months, all of a sudden the establishment picked it up and try to destroy Akademiks with it. Now, here's why that's very dangerous, yo. Yo, Ak, you love him, you hate him. But you can't fucking deny that Ak stands for something. And there's something is, yo, listen, like, before Ak, there were gatekeepers in hip hop. Ebro, Hot 97, etc., etc. There were gatekeepers in fucking hip hop, and if you ain't fit their fucking mold, they ain't letting you in. Right? So with that being said, they could control
Flakko,
the narrative in fucking hip hop.
Just say the man is your Lord and Savior. We get it.
Nah.
He is your fucking Lord and Savior, right? Flakko. It's all right.
Hear me out though, right?
It's for you. It's Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and then Akademiks.
Nah, bro, right?
Akademiks, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X.
Nah, bro, right? But look, like
Drake.
Before Akademiks though, right? And these gatekeepers control who had a voice and who entered.
But it wasn't just you pointed out Ebro, and Ebro is somebody that Akademiks had a problem with. There's many gatekeepers in hip hop.
Exactly.
There's still gatekeepers in hip hop, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Akademiks is just one person, bro, that spoke up against it and became popular. So by the time that he rose to where he became, it was too late. You can't stop that man.
Exactly, right. And like here's like my
but
point
don't just
though, right?
single out one person that you know Akademiks didn't have problems with. It just goes back to what I say about your Lord and Savior. So look, give me another gatekeeper in hip hop.
Who?
Give me another one.
I would say Kevin Lyles, right?
Give me another one. That's yeah, you can.
What, like,
I'm talking about as far as media wise. When you speak on Ebro, you're speaking about media, you know what I'm saying? You got to go through those channels because there's a lot of politics still to this day when you go to LA radio, New York radio, wherever the fuck you go. I'm just saying, give me somebody else at Akademiks in that beef with that you feel is a gatekeeper in hip hop.
Yeah. Kevin Lyles, BET directors, right? But right, no, hear me out though,
All
right?
the directors.
Right. But like that's not the point though, right? And like here's like, but the main focus though, right? Is like what they did to Akademiks yesterday was because again, the establishment was trying to shut that man up from sharing something. So when I see that, I see an attack on content creators and attack on free speech and attack on us, bro. Right? Because if they do that to Akademiks, my nigga, you next.
Oh my God.
You next.
Jesus Christ.
No, bro, listen. Listen, you're a real nigga, right, bro? Again, if you come on this shit, right, and get too big, bro, and like out your bridges, you next. Now, here's my thing. Wait,
yeah. Flakko, but honestly, bro, that can happen with anybody. If that's the case of what you're saying is true, then they can put a smear campaign on anybody. Right. It really doesn't matter. But when it comes down to the context of this shit, do you feel, see, I was taking it that College Kid was pushing this shit out there like this. You know what I'm saying? You saying he's been doing this shit, and you saying all because, this certain situation happened, you think now that they've shed a light on it. It was weird to me that like Shade Room and Spiritual World and all these people.
Perfect said their names. Perfect said their names.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I was like, that was weird that they just all came like crazy out of nowhere though.
Because when the establishment like come for us, right? Again, when I say us, you guys know what I mean when I say us, right? Again, I don't need to like speak in code, but you know what I mean when I say us. When the establishment come for us, I expect people who we think is for us to hold it the fuck down. So when motherfuckers like the shit, in fact, fuck that, right? I'm gonna give the fucking brand name, right? I'm gonna give the brand name and the fucking names attached to those brands because these motherfuckers sold us out yesterday, right? So when the establishment came for us, we were supposed to rather around and say, yo, nah, fuck that. But these niggas sold us out to the establishment yesterday by running that smear campaign and on act. Hollywood Unlocked, Jason Lee sold us out yesterday. The Shade Room.
You don't have a smear campaign right now?
Go, just let him finish.
Right?
Hollywood Unlocked. Opinion.
Hollywood, again, my opinions do not reflect no jumper. Hollywood Unlocked, Jason Lee sold us out yesterday. The Shade Room, right? But the Bitter Bitches chat room, the Shade Room.
Oh, Flakko, that's a bold one.
Ran by Angelica Nwandu, sold us out yesterday.
She sound African, bro. That's your sister.
She sold us out yesterday.
Okay.
Shucking and Jiving.
Ooh.
The Neighborhood Talk by Kyle and Fernie.
Ooh.
Sold us out yesterday.
Big Flakko energy.
Gossip, College Kid.
Oh,
right?
Flakko.
When
the
man
cracked the case, he's mad
right?
too. They sold us out.
And when the fucking establishment, bro, come for content creators to silence free speech, I expect other content creators, but to stand by them and say, yo, listen, we heard the tape. That shit is fucking out of context. Yo, we're not spreading that shit. But those niggas told us, right? So now we know that Jason Lee, Angelica Nwandu, Cal and Free, College Kid, Gossip, and like others, they not for us.
I found out one thing. Now we know what your kryptonite is. It is Akademiks. You are willing to go all the way, and hey, I fuck with it. Whatever you passionate about, Flakko.
They not for us, bro. Period.
All of them?
All of them. Fuck them.
What do you think about No Jumper then?
Again, though, we ain't posted, right? No. Listen, we ain't posted because we understand. Yo, bro, listen.
We talking about it now, though.
Right, though, right? But again, it's the full context, though. Shade Room and them posting up that clip out of context, they knew what they was doing. Bro, a College Kid put out that audio, right? With no context. So now people were saying, damn, bro, a 30-year-old Akademiks is talking about fucking 17-year-olds.
Yeah, I didn't like that. They was trying to make it seem like he just dropped that. I was like, nah, that ain't cool.
Right. And also, yo, let's not forget, though. Ak was in Jersey at 20 years old.
Let me ask you this. This is a big question.
But the age of
wait a minute.
consent though is 16 in Jersey.
This is a big question.
Sure.
Does Flacco think it's okay for a 20-year-old to have sexual relations with a 17-year-old? Where
Me?
it's legal? Just asking you personally.
Again, like, but me
It's
personally,
a yes or no.
me personally,
Yes
no.
or no, Flacco. Okay.
Hear me out though, right? But bro, again, we are in a society, right, that's governed by laws and regulation that was put in place, right? Saying, yo, these laws are for the betterment of society, right? I'm a member of society. I have to go by ethics, and ethics are defined by our laws. So if the laws in Jersey say the age of fucking consent is 16 years old, and Act is talking about being 20 years old, a sophomore in college, trying to fuck freshmen, who the fuck am I to say he's a fucking pedophile? Or that's wrong.
Well, the context of it is, I don't think he's a pedophile. You don't think he's a pedophile. You think it's a smear campaign, and we didn't have to have a 30-minute rant about it. But, hey, good convo.
Yeah, man.
YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know how me and Flacco did, man. We'll be back with more No Jumper News.